Download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show here on a beautiful Friday morning. Thank you all for joining us. Jeff Iafrate, Adham Beydoun this morning. Jeff, good morning, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing good. Now that game from last night's completely over, watching that, geez, my God.
That was arguably one of the worst games in NFL history. And as somebody that loves football,
yeah,
I was dreading that it had to go to overtime.
Yeah, me too.
Dreading.
Yeah,
I went up against Denver defense last night, dude.
There's nothing wrong with, low-scoring games, but this was different. Like, this was terrible. Two coaches you could argue are on the hot seat right now. Frank Reich, Nathaniel Hackett. And what a disaster.
I mean, this is one of those games where you watch and you ask yourself, well, how the hell did Indianapolis win?
Yeah, I don't.
They did nothing.
You know what's even more funny?
And it was the red zone issues again for Denver.
You know what's even more ironic? The Colts won, and what did the Colts give up for Matt Ryan? I think it was a fifth-round pick. Think about that, though.
Yeah, but you're giving up. I
get
about
it. That.
I get it.
Think about that. And then there's the Broncos, who listen, I've been high on the Broncos right now. They have no reason for me to be high on them. And they traded, multiple first-round picks, second-round picks, Noah Fant. They got back Shelby Harris and Russell Wilson. They gave him $250 million, and you lose 9-12 or 12-9. Whew. What a day to be a Broncos fan. What a day to be a Broncos fan.
Yeah, look, I mean, honest to God, I'd rather be the 1-3 Lions right now than the 2-3 Denver Broncos.
It's because, there's
Nathaniel Hackett. Look, his first game, we all remember, right? The decision to kick the 60-plus yard field goal. All right. Yesterday, he makes up for it. He makes up for it by going for it to ice the game. And on third down, as much as I can look at Russell Wilson and say, you dumb you-know-what, for making that throw that Stephon Gilmore undercut and picked off, why aren't you running the ball? Why?
This was a throwback. Malcolm Butler.
This is Super Bowl 40 or whatever the hell it was,
Malcolm
all
Butler.
over again.
Yeah.
And not only that, Jeff, on top of it, they did the same thing in overtime.
They did.
2:38 left. Hey, you know what? 2 timeouts later, we're going to call up some awful play where Russell Wilson doesn't get the ball off quickly. Man, boy, isn't that the right play? Well, meanwhile, Melvin Gordon is actually running the ball really well in the second half. But no, not worth it. Run the ball. Run the ball in the fourth and run it in overtime.
Did you see Sherman, too, his rant?
I know, he had he
hilarious.
told me, CTE, whatever it was.
He's like, run the ball! He's like, does this situation sound familiar to you? He's like, run the ball!
That was such an awful
just run the ball, man. I mean, and I'm not just saying that because I started Melvin Gordon. I swear. Run the ball for Broncos fans' sake.
Yeah, look, they traded for Russell Wilson thinking they bought a Ferrari. The reality is they bought a used Honda, and it's driving like a 20-year-old, I don't know, Toyota, even though Toyotas supposedly last forever. So, long story short, Russell Wilson sucks.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan sucks. Russell Wilson sucks. Awful. You traded for Russell Wilson with Super Bowl aspirations, Jeff.
The roster on paper.
And it has smacked you right in the face. I don't know what he needs to turn it around, though. We can all look at the coach easily, rightfully so, Nathaniel Hackett, but Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton.
Defense that holds teams to...
Patrick Surtain, a defense that really steps up the whole game.
Yeah.
Gets, 5, 6, 7 sacks on Matt Ryan. You still can't figure out how to score? Yeah, Melvin Gordon's not the best running back, but you got some capable wide receivers. I'm not sure what the hell is wrong with Russell Wilson or the Broncos, but they suck. Having said that, I did start Melvin Gordon last night. I was pretty happy with it. He was projected to get me 11 points. He got me 13.5. I'll take it. I'll take it. Look, St. Brown might not play. He didn't practice yesterday. All right, and in my position, Jeff, if I would have started or if I would have sat Melvin Gordon, well, then if Sunday comes and St. Brown's not playing, my flex is Michael Carter.
Oh, yeah. I don't even want to talk about my
Travis Etienne,
lineup without Amon-Ra.
who are backups.
Yeah.
So I had to make a tough decision. That sucked. But 13 points, I'll take it. I'll take it.
What do you do if you're the Broncos? What's the leash on Nathaniel Hackett? Like, what do you do?
You know what? As much as I want to absolutely slaughter Nathaniel Hackett, I think the leash is simple. You have the season. I am not liking what I'm seeing.
Right.
I haven't seen some innovation or anything that's really taken this offense to the next step.
Quarterback looks the worst.
Quarterback looks worse than he's ever looked in his career.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned. I would give him the year. Look, the reality is, do I think you can fire him right now? I don't think that's the move.
I agree with you.
Having said that, though, I think by week 14, week 11, hell, week 13 maybe, you can make that call and say, look, we think this is a Super Bowl team.
And you're
Nathaniel, last I checked. And by the way, speaking of Nathaniel Hackett, we have to really understand something in the NFL. You guys remember Jim Schwartz? What would you give him as a grade as a head coach? Jeff? C minus, D plus?
I was going to say C.
I was going to say D plus or C minus, in my opinion.
Maybe C minus.
But he's a B minus, hell, even a B coordinator, defensive coordinator.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right? Some guys are just better at being a coordinator than they are as the head coach. Being a head coach is so different. This could apply to Ben Johnson in a few years. Who knows where he ends up? Let's say he does get a future job. Maybe he's just a really good OC.
Right.
Not everybody can go from being the mastermind OC to leading a locker room, building a culture, building a winning team, executing for preparation throughout the week. It's totally different. Being a head coach and the OC are totally different. And Nathaniel Hackett through 5 games looks like this is just way above his pay grade. He's in over his head.
You think the offense would look good, but it's the complete opposite. I guess, by what I'm understanding from you, you're kind of addressing, not completely, but you're addressing some of those people as well. Talking about Ben Johnson through 4 games should be head coach. Just wait a little bit, all right? We don't have to have these conversations. I know people overreact, but Nathaniel Hackett, to your point, he's better as an OC. And who knows how much of the play calling he actually had to deal with in Green Bay.
Aaron Rodgers, before Nathaniel Hackett was ever considered for a job, Aaron Rodgers said, "This man is responsible for my MVP seasons."
Well,
Nathaniel Hackett came right around the time Matt LaFleur came, right?
I get it.
No, LaFleur, the head coach, different scenario. But he attributed a lot of his success to Hackett and, kind of I don't want to call him a quarterback whisperer, but, his ability. Long story short, Aaron Rodgers was comfortable with him. That goes a long way. We've seen, what's-his-face, Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs get a few jobs because Peyton Manning liked him. Right? What was his name? Jets crazy eyeball guy?
Oh, Adam Gase.
Adam Gase. There you go.
Yeah,
Adam Gase. Got a few jobs in the NFL
Puffs,
because of that same reason. So, look, not everybody's meant to be a head coach. Some people are just meant to be a coordinator. Right now, Nathaniel Hackett doesn't look like a head coach to me. You can't manage game situations. You can't manage the clock. You got to hire somebody up in the booth. You make a really good decision 3 plays before you make a really bad decision. It doesn't add up to me. You went for it. You put it in Russell's hand, and what'd you do? You got the ball out right away. 4th down conversion on 4th and 2, looking good. You are just wasting as much clock as possible to get up and kick a field goal because their offense has done nothing all game. You are not concerned with them scoring a touchdown. What happens? 3rd and 2, instead of running the ball, Melvin Gordon trying to get the first down, either A, to ice the game, or B, come up short, waste 30, 40 seconds. Here you go, guys. You're down 6. Good luck driving on our defense because we know you're going to be throwing the ball the whole time, and we're going to send Chubb, and we're going to send everybody else at you. Meanwhile, Surtain will make sure Michael Pittman is useless like he was last night. We talk about Dan Campbell, his decisions. Nathaniel Hackett has made just as many this year. It is pathetic.
Yeah.
Stop losing your team football games. Attention, notice, PSA to every NFL coach. Stop kicking your team in the penis. Cool? Great.
Hey,
glad we got the message across.
Nathaniel Hackett might be responsible for Aaron Rodgers' MVPs, but he's responsible also for the worst career start to Russell Wilson in that offense. Probably the worst
it is awful.
in the NFL. So we'll see what happens, but what a game. What a game.
God, I did not enjoy that game at all. I really didn't.
I was talking to Fish about it. Fish, people were already talking about, I'm changing this channel. I saw people leaving early during the game. That's...
Bronco fans were leaving, going into overtime. Think about that.
And it was 9-9?
It doesn't look good. It was 9-9.
And you're leaving?
And then
my
somehow,
God.
some way, the Colts go down, grab a field goal. You have an opportunity to tie it. You go uber aggressive again, and it's like, dude, pick your moments, man.
Right.
2:38. You have 2 timeouts. The Colts are going to try to score. They're not going to hand the ball off and go for a tie. Right? So you're not too worried about the clock. And if your defense does what it's supposed to do, you're getting on the field with an opportunity to go down, kick a field goal to win the game. That's it. God. Drives me nuts. I would say arguably the worst game I've ever watched of football in my life.
But you still watched it. You still watched it. You weren't turning it
I'm
off
not complaining about watching. I'm just telling you it was the worst football game I've ever watched.
That's fair, but I was just getting angry at people that were complaining, oh, I'd rather watch Patriots rather than watch this game. There was other games last night you could have watched.
There were some people. There were some people.
You could have watched some preseason, but nope, you kept it on. Why? Because it's the NFL, and they've got you right where they want you.
Look, Fish, I'm upset because I went up against Denver defense, and they dropped 17 points, so that wasn't fun. But like I said, Melvin Gordon got me 13, a couple points above what was expected.
The first half, I think in the first half he had like 5.
Dude,
and
he
I was
had
freaking
5
out.
points.
I was freaking out.
He had 5 points with 11 minutes left in the second quarter. Some way, somehow, Boone comes in. They play him most of the second and third quarter. They don't even use Gordon. I'm sitting there, end of the third quarter. He's got 6 points. I'm contemplating suicide. And then somehow he gets a few catches. He makes a few big runs, and I'm like, oh, okay, this actually isn't too bad of a game. Let's go to overtime. What happens in overtime? 34-yard catch, something along those lines. 20, 30 yards, I don't know what it was. Saved my whole night. Anyways, the struggle of watching and being in fantasy football drives me nuts.
It's the up and down. The ups and downs.
God, I made a bet on it, too.
What was it?
And guess what cost me?
No. Was it a...
I hit everything. Sutton on the yards.
The spread.
Pittman on the yards. Nope, not the spread.
What was
Pittman on the yards. I hit Gordon on the yards receiving.
Sutton.
I hit Matt Ryan on the yards passing. Wilson under on the yards throwing. I hit everything. I'm ashamed to say I took the over.
Oh,
Go on.
Okay.
But hear me out.
What was the number?
It was 39.5 when I bought it.
That's not bad. I mean,
But I bought it because I'm being selfish, and I was going up against Denver D, and it was kind of like reverse psychology, hoping
Hey, I'll give you a pass for that. That's not as
and
bad.
the defense would give up a few. Nothing.
could be a win-win for you.
Cost me a little bit, but it's okay. What are you gonna do?
And the Heinz
The
concussion
Heinz
too.
thing was,
A little scary.
man.
What's
I
up?
am.
Amazon's bad. Got bad.
I
luck.
think it's Amazon.
back-to-back weeks with Amazon. You had 2 guys getting almost murdered on
Yeah.
the field. I mean,
I was off. Oh, by the way, you guys want to laugh?
Uh-oh.
Ryan Lentz in our
Okay.
league, Woodward Sports.
he started Heinz.
No.
Oh.
He traded for Heinz. He begged me yesterday during the day. Adam, just trade me Heinz, dude. You won't trade with me. Why won't you trade with me? And I don't like his team.
Okay, but he just wants to trade with anyone
So he
at
just
that
wants
point.
to trade,
yeah.
right? So I'm like, all right, dude, just whatever. Send me Robert Tunyon. I don't care. Like, Naheem Hines, I could care less. I'm happy with my team. Whatever. Take him. Leave me alone. He starts Naheem Hines. Gets a point.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, Ryan Lentz. I feel so bad for you.
Yeah, that's it. We got to talk to him about that one later.
Oh,
It's a
God.
big L.
Oh,
Dang.
God. Yeah, I know,
Waffles out of the
guys. I
game.
know.
Ouch.
I messed up taking the over.
Phillip Lindsay.
I was betting for my fantasy purpose more than I was betting to make money, to be honest with
Can you tell us an approximate amount that you bet the over on?
No, I only bet $10 on that parlay.
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
didn't bet much.
Okay, that's
that
not
was,
bad.
That was a whatever.
I was
That
expecting a
throwaway.
lot more zeros in that number.
Yeah, no. We got big bets coming up at 9:41, though. I got some great bets to share with you.
I hope you win. I'm cheering for you.
And one of my locks of the week involves the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, okay.
And my guaranteed under
Oh.
may involve a team, that we're going to cover a lot on today.
Oh,
Should be
boy.
fun. All that and more coming up. Before we go, I got to tell you, actually Jeff does, about our good
do.
friends over at Guardian Alarm.
Well, great defenses were on display last night, but the best defense is still here, and that's Guardian Alarm. Because, guys, fall is here, and that means you're still spending some time outside. Let Guardian Alarm give you peace of mind. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT, and you can rest easy knowing you have 24/7 protection. That's 1-800-STAY-OUT.
Australia.
Let them know your friends at Woodward Sports sent you.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You can get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Time to talk about Swiss. Not Ham and Swiss, Swiss Insurance Group. Did you know that 1 in 6 kids will develop a medical condition that makes them uninsurable? Swiss Insurance can help you save money on your auto and home, resulting in no out-of-pocket cost to insure your children. Check with Mark at Swiss Insurance and make sure your family is protected.
All right, we are back here on the Morning Woodward Show. Well done, Fish. Well done, man. 8:16. Thank you to everybody joining us over at WoodwardSports.com and everybody commenting in the Woodward Sports chat. Alex, if you don't mind, let's pin the call-in number. We'll start taking calls. 313-552-6322. Jeff, let's start breaking down the Lions' Week 5 matchup versus the New England Patriots, who will be starting a rookie quarterback. His first career NFL start.
Yep.
Bailey Zappi. Let's go through personnel first, all right? Personnel, we'll start with the quarterback position. I think we all agree Jared Goff, the better quarterback heading into this matchup, no?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, he is. Zappy, man, you've been slinging it, but yeah, no.
You go to the backfield,
no question.
No Swift. I think I have to give the edge here to New England. Fair?
Yeah, healthy Damian Harris. Yeah, I'm with you. Ramondre Stevenson. Those guys they're sharing the backfield. I'm gonna go with them behind that offensive line.
Fair enough. Let's go to wide receivers. No St. Brown. I would still put my money on the Lions. I don't like the receiving core, even if Jacoby Myers is healthy.
That's the big thing. Jacoby might not be playing. Even on top of that, I'm with you. I would lean in the Lions wide receiver core.
And I'm going to include the tight end positions there.
Yeah.
Hunter Henry and TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah. Johnny Smith, I think, is questionable as well.
I think he messed up his ankle
I'm leaning,
last
I'm
week.
leaning Lions. I think Reynolds, Hawkinson, all those guys.
Offensive line,
Chark.
Lions are probably going to check that box most of the season.
Absolutely.
The defensive front you would have to give to New England. Having said that, you want to circle this part of the team? That front four have to step up. A rookie quarterback. Mm-hmm. How do you absolutely take a rookie quarterback out of the game? Granted, you expect New England to run the ball 30-plus times. Pressure. Get pressure in his face. Have him make a few mistakes. That's what this game is going to come down to. But let's move up to the next level. Linebacker and secondary. I think really the defense across the board, you're going to have to go New England.
Yeah, no question. No question.
It's a tough one for me, Jeff. I'm really splitting hairs here, especially on the offensive side of the ball. With no Swift, that's for damn sure. St. Brown doesn't look like he's going to go. Missed practice yesterday. We'll learn more today, but it's not looking promising. It's looking like a high ankle sprain.
Right.
Given he's really just running in a linear direction. There's no quick cuts. There's no planting his foot into the ground right now. He's really limited, and I think they're going to give him the bye week. I really do. I think they're going to sit him for the bye week. So even then, going into the game, I trust my quarterback. I do. I trust my quarterback, then I trust their rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
I trust my offensive coordinator more than I trust their fat, no good, piece of shit, awful, no good person who cost this franchise 3 years, who wasted 3 years of every single one of your lives. I trust Ben Johnson more than I trust Matt Patricia.
The big test of this offense is it ain't like you're facing Seattle's terrible defense. Excuse me.
No, this is a decent defense.
New England.
They'll get off the field.
Gillette. Right.
They'll get off the field. It's going to be a scrappy game. This is where, you know what, you like what Jamal gave you against Seattle. You're going to need something a little similar against New England. I'm not saying 120-plus yards and 2 touchdowns, but I need effective carries. New England is just going to play the clock here. And they're going to play the field position game, and they're going to make you work. And the reality is Jared Goff has been prone to throw a few interceptions this year. He's thrown a few pick sixes, and those haven't been ideal. But you can imagine a New England defense waiting to pounce on something like that, right?
They just did it last week. Pick six against Aaron Rodgers at Lambeau.
Paul Thomas in the chat asks, hey, Adam, how do you feel about Matt Patricia? I don't like him. Matt Patricia, let's put it this way. If I had to yield on Woodward for a pedestrian crossing the street, and that pedestrian was Matt Patricia, I wouldn't yield. Let's just put it that way. Fair?
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I mean, I would tend to agree with you.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. We got a jam-packed show, by the way. 8:30, we got Michigan State previews coming up. Michigan State hosting Ohio State. Michigan on the road to Indiana. At 8:45, how would a loss to Matt Patricia and the New England Patriots make you guys feel? Phone lines are open, 313-552-6322. Fish, mute your damn mic.
All it takes is you just hear him breathing.
God.
Didn't even say a word. Love you, Fish.
God. Look.
Do you? I can't even talk.
Nope. Not allowed to. Sorry, buddy. You watching soccer this weekend instead of football?
I mean, I watch both. I mean, soccer's in the morning, and then I'll obviously watch. I'm going to watch Michigan. They're going to beat Indiana, so I'll probably turn it off and go to a different game. Alabama A&M tomorrow. That's probably the big marquee game, 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Yep.
Watch Michigan State, Ohio State. I know you don't want to see them get murdered, but it's a rivalry game. It's going to be a lot closer than people think.
It's not. Shut the hell up.
Hold on. I'm not saying Michigan State's going to win, but Ohio State will win by 10. 10, maybe 14.
I love your
They're not
optimism.
going to murder them. I know they murdered them last year.
I hope you're right.
This is at Michigan State. It's a green out, by the way. So if you're going to the game, wear green.
I'm dressing up as Caesar.
Is there green involved?
No.
You're a
Red.
Michigan State fan. What the hell? Red? So you're cheering Ohio State now.
No,
so now you're being a traitor.
I'm just preparing myself to kill Scott Hazelton.
Okay.
That's all.
He's a gladiator out there, Fish.
That's all,
Okay.
buddy.
Well, just anything other than red.
I don't see it, Fish. I really don't.
Okay.
10 points.
Again, I didn't say they're going to win.
I know, but
it's going to be close.
They're
than people
26 and a
think.
half point favorites,
Oh, I
buddy.
know.
That's a
Think
lot.
about that.
But what happened when Michigan was 21 point favorites
Yeah,
in
that's
2020?
Michigan. That's Michigan.
They choked and lost at home. Now I know, there's no crowd. It's COVID. You're in there. I don't care. You're at home. You still lost to Michigan State. Hope they don't lose this year. I would love it if Michigan loses this year. At home with a crowd.
Fish 1, Adam 0. He just got you.
Braylon Edwards and Ryan Ermanni crying the next Monday. Oh my goodness, how legendary would that be?
All right, well, Fish, I'm going to ask you politely to shut the hell up because that was very good. Well done on your end. Jeff, we went through personnel a little bit.
Yeah.
Look, coaching, who's got the advantage? And I think we both know.
Oh, no doubt.
But it has to be Bill, right?
It's not even a conversation. Yeah.
But I think the world of this offense and what Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson have been able to do with it. But the concern now is, well, you know what? Rashad Penny ate you up last week. Mm-hmm. And Damian Harris, Ramondre Stevenson, you'd expect them to have good games. But I'm not seeing 48-45. I'm not seeing 31-28. I'm not seeing 24-20. I'm really not. This is going to be such an ugly football game. And the only way it's not ugly is if the Lions can get out to a quick lead where they make Bailey Zappi beat them instead of letting New England run the ball, control the clock, play the field position game. Mm-hmm. That's just what Bill Belichick wants to do. He understands, all right, I've got my punter. I've got a good run game. I can move the ball at the offensive line. I like it here. I'm not going to force my rookie quarterback to make 25, 30 throws. Unnecessary. That's what Bill.
That's what Bill's going to do.
But you got to take that away if you're the Lions. Mm-hmm. And look, we'll take callers in a little bit. But my question that we'll get to at 8:45 is, how would you feel if you lost on Sunday going into a bye week? I'm really curious what all of you at home, I have to say to that. But, Jeff?
Yeah.
Quarterback, everybody in the world picking Jared Goff here. What does Jared Goff need to do on Sunday? Because you look this past Sunday, what more could you have asked of him, correct? Mm-hmm. So what needs to happen this week, especially after you saw the Ben Johnson, by the way? Did you catch him mic'd up, Jared Goff?
Yeah,
on the sideline?
Yeah.
Man, sorry, buddy. Now two disappointed individuals that are competing at a high level right now. You put up 45 points going into the week. Like I said, I would have taken out my mortgage and put it on the Lions. But having said that, what do you need to see out of Jared Goff on Sunday for this team to win?
It's got to be a clean game. No turnovers. I think that's the thing. Because you look at the New England Patriots, they've been able to force turnovers. And not just for turnovers. They've been able to score. I mean, look at last week against the Green Bay Packers, pick 6. I think it was Jonathan Jones who had it from New England. That's got to be the thing, because it's at least been 2 games where you look at game 1 against the Eagles, and then you have last week where you could say, well, Jared threw a pick 6. And I know it's not Jared's fault, but Jared's been playing so clean lately, besides those pick 6s, that there's not much he has to do. I'm not expecting, he doesn't have to put up another 45, 30 points this game. Hopefully your defense doesn't give up 30 plus. But the big thing for me, Adam, is for Jared, is just win the turnover battle. That's been the narrative we've been saying every single week, and it's helped them, but the defense is just giving up too many points. So for Jared, you got to play a clean game. You don't have to throw for 350 yards, 300 yards. It's just about not having any turnovers, taking care of the football for me, because you have Beydoun, you have Dietrich Wise. I mean, these guys are among the league leaders in sacks right now. So hopefully that offensive line could stay and play as well as they've been playing all season. But for Jared, just taking care of the football. That's all it is for me. If he could take care of the football, at least you're giving your defense – you can't pull out that narrative, well, you spotted him 7. Because if Jared doesn't have any turnovers, it's really all on that defense. And we're going to see how they respond this week against a rookie quarterback.
Did you see what Tony Romo said about the Patriots play caller, Matt Patricia?
What did he
chance? Say? Dude. Oh, God. Going into this year, you sit there, you lose Josh McDaniels, quote, one of the great coordinators in the NFL. You got to see who you are. They start off running a lot of the zones. You see Matt Patricia there, the zone type of run stuff, wide, cut back. They completely switched in week 2. Jim started running right at you. More gap, more power schemes just like this. And that was one of the biggest adjustments. So to Matt Patricia's credit, he's been a defensive guy all this time, and now he's made this sudden adjustment that's really got the offense clicking. Tony Romo complimenting Matt Patricia has to be one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever read in my life. If you're a good coach, you can coach anywhere. But sometimes it takes for the nuance. But I am impressed with their adjustment ability so far. Excuse you? Look, I am biased. I will never say a nice thing about Matt Patricia outside of that, hey, congratulations, you weigh more than 80% of the world. Congratulations. What else? But the reality is, you lose to that guy, and yes, he is part of the team, that guy. Dude. My stomach is turning.
Yeah, locally everyone will be frustrated. Nationally, no one gives a damn. But
that's why the question is, how would you feel if the Lions lost on Sunday? I'm very curious. Lines are open, 313-552-6322. I couldn't believe what I was reading. But let's take a quick pause. We'll go away from the lines for 10-15 minutes. Let's hit Michigan and Michigan State previews coming up in just about a few minutes. 9:15, we got Micro Mike. 9:30, we'll go over keys to the game and give our game predictions. And then we'll go to best bets at 9:41 and around the NFL. That and so much more. It's a jam-packed show today on a Friday. But before we go, Jeff, our good friends over at Big Boy.
Big Boy, for a limited time only, all new burgers and loaded fries are at Big Boy. And it's not just a Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. They have the chili cheeseburger, the bacon blue, and how about upgrading those fries? The chili cheese fries, the baked potato fries, or the nacho fries. You can get all these things and satisfy your taste buds at Big Boy.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there.
And that one Lions playoff win in 1991, yeah, Detroit fans were there.
Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D with spotless, sanitized rooms and trained and certified tanning professionals. You can join the Pepper Club for all the best deals. They'll beat all competitors by $5. Don't forget to pick up the Australian Gold, the designer skin, Kale Tan, and Swedish Beauty lotions. ChiliPeppersTanning.com. Hottest bulbs, hottest deals, darkest tans. Your vitamin D headquarters, 27 locations, and more on the way.
Chili Peppers, Dan.
All right, let's talk about a team that's probably going to get some vitamin D on Saturday. I'm not comfortable, and I'm not happy, and I don't want to watch this game. But damn it, I'm going to. Michigan State, Ohio State. I'm not ready.
I don't think any state fan's ready.
That is, I swear to you, I've never been more concerned with a team scoring 100 points. Having said that, this doesn't change my thoughts on Mel Tucker and what they're building. Let's get that out of the way.
Right.
Going into the season, they won 11 last year. That was totally unpredictable. The conversation going into the year was 5, 6 wins. 6 wins, and it would be considered a success. They overachieve, hit lightning in the bottle. Kenneth Walker, everything goes right. Payne Thorne, a record-setting year at Michigan State. They win 11 games. Win the Chick-fil-A Bowl. Cool. Lose their best 2 players on defense to start the year in the first game. That doesn't help anything.
No.
And they just
K9
gradually
left your
keep getting
program.
worse and worse and worse, and they can't run the football. And they can't throw the football consistently, and it's very frustrating because there are good players on the team, but it's just not there. It's not a contender in the Big Ten East. It just isn't. And the reality for Michigan State is they are staring down the barrel of an absolute mollywhopping from Ohio State. How the secondary is going to hold up against Ibuka, against Marvin Harrison Jr., against Fleming, Smith and Jimba if he plays, and then they have 2 really good running backs.
Adam, they're scoring 50, and Jackson Smith, the Jigba, has not played. Yeah, I think he has a couple snaps, but he's been hurt. So think about that for a second. I mean, your secondary over in Michigan State at home this week is it's a mountain they got to climb. What do you think the score is going to be? What's your
136 to 17. I'm being dead serious.
Yeah, I know you are. I
am terrified. C.J. Stroud might win the Heisman
because of this
on
performance.
Saturday.
Yeah.
He might have 7 touchdowns in the first 5 minutes of the game. That's how bad the secondary is. Having said that, I'm going to stop being dramatic for a little bit. I am upset. Look, Ohio State comes to town, number 3 ranked team. Michigan State have always found a way to play up, especially in the big moments, especially in the conference, especially at home. Now, will they have a few things up their sleeves? Who knows? But you know what? Fish did make a good point. He believes it will be closer than what people imagine. It's tough for me to see it, but I can't doubt a program that has always found a way, right? Michigan State have always found a way. Mel Tucker 0-2, I believe, against Ryan Day in Ohio State. So he's looking for his first win.
And that was with K9, too.
They got mauled that game. But yes, the point, and kind of where I'm getting at is, you guys can tell me, hey, we think it's going to be a close game. Michigan State are going to step up. They're really going to make it a game. Fine.
Love the
fine.
optimism.
I don't doubt that Michigan State won't come out of the gates and play up a little bit. But they're not going 4 quarters with this Ohio State football team, and that is concerning. I got Ohio State winning 56 to 23.
I don't even think he'll put up 23. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I could see something like 50 to 14, 40 to 14. If you guys score 23 out, we can come in here and talk about it.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this game at all.
That's a positive right there. You scored 23 against Ohio State. How much did they score last year? Was 7?
7.
Oof. And that was with Naylor.
Well, look, Big Noon
and Walker.
Let's go over to Big Noon kickoff.
Ooh.
Michigan traveling, number 4 ranked Michigan traveling to Indiana. Mm-hmm. Joe Klatt has Indiana as potentially an upset over the weekend over Michigan. I don't see it, though. J.J. McCarthy, his second Big Ten road start. Michigan is just humming, man. They're clicking on all cylinders. They're getting ready for their home game against Penn State the next week. And then 2 weeks after that, it'll be Michigan State. So we're really starting to get into the heart of the Big Ten schedule. I don't see Indiana giving Michigan fits. Jeff?
No, I don't either. And you look at just the stats alone. I mean, listen, you watch Indiana, they're clearly dealing with a lot of injuries this season. But on top of that, they're giving up almost 30 a game or 30.4 a game. Michigan's averaging 45. Like, this is a matchup. I get you're going to Indiana, but they're giving up over 140 yards rushing per game. Like, Michigan is averaging right now 221 yards per game. So I think Michigan's going to win this game. I think the spread was at minus 22.5. I think Michigan maybe doesn't cover the 22.5, but they win by 2 touchdowns or more. I think they take care of Indiana. Indiana hasn't looked terrible, but they're just dealing with injuries. And on top of that, I just don't think they have the talent right now to go and beat Michigan.
I don't think so at all. Michigan's defense has looked impressive to start the season. They're definitely getting more pressure even than they did last year with Ojabo and Aiden Hutchinson. The defensive front looks good. They're getting after the quarterback. They're finishing at the quarterback. They're doing a hell of a job right now with the run game for Michigan. What more can I say? Blake Corum, my goodness, have a year. He's having a hell of a season. Good for him. Right. Donovan Edwards, you saw what he brings to the table and how dynamic the offense looks when he's on the field. He's a pass-catching threat. And then you look at J.J. McCarthy. You have to throw an interception. Mm-hmm. You have to turn the ball over. And he's had some scares, right? He's had some moments where you're like, J.J., please don't. But he hasn't yet. And on the road, you want to talk about being able to win this game comfortably? Don't turn the ball over. Execute in the red zone. Execute on third down. The very basic fundamentals here. I think J.J. McCarthy in Michigan, this could be, in my opinion, a blowout.
And Adam, on top of that, I mentioned the rushing yards. They're averaging, or they're allowing almost 300 yards per game passing. So this is a recipe for J.J. to go out there and play well. I mean, this isn't Iowa's defense. You're not traveling to Iowa. You only scored 27 against Iowa, and Indiana has a worse defense. So they'll score 30-plus, no question. Indiana might put up, 14? I mean, that's something I see happening. But on top of that, maybe even not even 14. So Michigan takes care of this. I don't think there's much to discuss here. I love Joe Klatt, though, for having that prediction. So I think he'll be wrong on this one.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see Michigan getting upset. I'm going to go Michigan 40. I'm going to go Michigan 45, Indiana 17.
I'll say 34-14.
Okay, fair enough.
34-14. I think they cover.
Fair enough. So Michigan State probably will be murdered on Saturday. Michigan will probably murder Indiana. Mm-hmm. Man, that is not ideal. That really isn't. Oh, God. You know what? Let's go to Fish. Is that a real name?
Yes, that's the real name. That's why I put it on there. Ding dong. He's in the YouTube chat.
What's the name?
Fish, you ever say that again, I'll kill you.
Okay.
Mute your mic.
I don't see what's wrong.
You're not allowed to talk for the rest of the show.
Fish.
Let's go to Casino.
It's a lie.
Casino, you're on the morning show. What do you got for us this morning, buddy?
Well, hey, man, what we need to do with your guys' help, and since you got Maddie on the inside, is go back to the old Saints days and do a Woodward Sports bounty gate on one of the third or fourth string guys to tackle Fatty Patty, his ass on the sideline, and say, "This is from Detroit, motherfucker," as they go off the field.
I'm with you 100%. I do wish it was a home game. I would do it myself, man. I would do it myself.
No,
but I
agree. Tell the players before they go down there, and you guys figure out how we can raise some money. Tell the players as she talks to them, whisper it in their ears. Hey, we got some money from Woodward Sports for anybody that tackles that motherfucker on the sideline. Pick that motherfucker up. Show them how Detroit play.
Oh, God. Best call. What a great first call of the day. Casino, well done, buddy. I appreciate it, man.
I'm Casino all the time in the chat. I call myself Casino because I used to hang out with some of them silver and black boys down on Michigan Avenue on the motorcycle.
I love it.
But,
I love
not
it.
up north.
I love it, dude. Have a good rest of your Friday, man.
Appreciate you calling.
All right, bye.
My God. You didn't want to take it. Fish, shut up and mute your mic.
He just did. Oh, my God, man. I love it.
I don't disagree. You think we can get Malcolm Rodriguez to do it?
Talk to the heavyweights. Make some phone calls.
Make some phone calls? How much would it cost? Probably 10 grand? 15?
So get some of that Woodward sports money, man. Show them what Detroit's made.
I don't think we could pay anybody on the lines enough to do that.
No.
But I'm just saying.
Maybe you slide like a
you're
Patriots
Jamal
player.
Williams,
Yeah.
you're Craig Reynolds, you're running to the sideline, you get pushed, and he just so happens to be in your peripheral. Maybe, you drop a shoulder real quick,
Maybe if you didn't hate, or Giovanni Tavai didn't hate us, or we didn't hate him, maybe you could pay him some money. A little inside job.
God.
Go tackle your OC. Please.
Man.
Show them what Detroit's made of.
I really can't wait for this next segment. So the lines are open, 313-552-6322. Call in. How would a loss to Matt Patricia and the Patriots make you feel going into the bye week? I'm not asking because I think the Patriots are going to win or that I want them to win or anything other than just optically. You lose to the guy that I could make the case is the worst head coach, not only in franchise history, he may be up there with Hugh Jackson, along with the worst head coaches in NFL history. That's what I think of Matt Patricia. And if somehow, some way, he Houdinis your defense on Sunday. I'm not looking forward to it. When we get back, we'll discuss the Matt Patricia era. We'll take your calls, see what you think, and how you would feel if the Patriots do win on Sunday and Matt Patricia somehow puts up a 25-30 burger.
He wouldn't be the only one.
Oh, God. But before we go, Jeff, our good friends over at Odds Trader.
OddsTrader.com is the #1 site for your game day bets, play-by-play updates, live scores, and the best price from multiple games from multiple sports books. Guys, NFL weekend, we have college football, which we will be doing our live show. You're going to want to check out OddsTrader. Check out about all the best bets. You can go to OddsTrader.com right now and find your best bet.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
Look, if you're feeling out of shape or overweight, Custom Health Centers takes the willpower out of weight loss.
Matt Patricia.
Whether you need to lose 20 or 120 pounds, Custom Health Center will help you do it quickly and safely. Go to CustomHealthCenters.com or give them a call today at 844-789-THIN. That's 844-789-THIN. Matt Patricia, I hope you're listening. Be good for you, buddy. We're back.
Love it. I love the Patricia strays. Can never have enough of them.
Oh, yeah. 8:43 on a Friday morning. I am dreading Sunday. Not because I don't think the Lions will win. Actually, we'll get to the predictions later.
Mm-hmm.
I have a different opinion than you do. But
yep.
I can't imagine having to go in on Monday, look all of you in the face, and say, hey, your Detroit Lions that are likely #1 in the NFL in scoring are 1-4 going into a bye week, and they just got pimped by Matt Patricia. So, the phone lines are open. We're going to start with Rick out in Arizona. Rick, you're on the Morning Woodward Show. Talk me through this potential loss. If they lose on Sunday, how would it make you as a Detroit Lions fan feel?
Oh, it would make me feel just like I did when we lost to Rodney Peete or one of our old quarterbacks, one of a rookie QB that we have no business losing to, maybe like the Jets when we lost to them, the first game of the Patricia era. Yeah, it would feel like shit.
Where would it put you with with Dan. Look, this is a guy who you've yet to win a road game with, right? So you have that storyline going into the weekend. Can they go into Foxborough and win that football game? But Rick, 1-4, the number one scoring offense in the NFL. Somehow, some way, they just find ways to lose games at the moment. Are you still, all right, we're going to not press the panic button. Let's get through the season, and then I'll put the pressure on him next year? Or do you become very concerned if it's a 1-4 start going into the bye?
You know, what a great question. I'm not sure that I would put necessarily all of this on Campbell as much as I would maybe our defense. Watching these last 4 games, it looks like we're over-pursuing. We're not containing. I think, the run defense is just being blown out of the water, which didn't make any sense to me when you look at, what we were doing in the preseason. But I don't necessarily have anything to where I'm going to put it on Campbell just yet. But if we can't make some adjustments, then yeah, I'm gonna be maybe a little bit concerned, but mainly with Eric.
I like the way you put it, Rick. Concerned, but not ready to hit panic, call for heads, and really jump over ship. Which, you know what? I can't lie to you. I need to see what happens on Sunday, but I don't see a scenario, honest to God, this season where I'm calling for this guy's head. I just don't see it. I think we all understood how bad the team was last year. Granted, some of the decisions made you want to rip your hair out. You're hoping to see less of that this year. You're hoping he learns from his mistakes. But it's very hard for me to fire somebody unless it is a 2-15, a 3-14 season. So I'm with you, Rick. Even on Sunday, if they somehow, some way do lose to the Patriots, tough for me to come in on Monday and really call for heads unless it's just
context.
Borderline pathetic.
Yeah, you need some context in there.
Yeah, I mean, let's say they, somehow he loses this team, right? The talk and the rah-rah and all that shit just ends up, going on deaf ears. Then I think then there might be some concern. But right now, I don't think he's lost this team.
I agree.
Right,
Matt Patricia lost that team on day one when he stepped in that fucking building.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I don't think he's lost this team.
Well, Rick, look, we appreciate you calling in. Hell of a call. Thank you so much. You're welcome back anytime, man.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yep,
no problem.
All right, let's go to Tyler out in Indy. Tyler, you're on the Morning Woodward Show. The Lions lose on Sunday. How does it make you, a Detroit Lions fan, feel?
Well, 2 short things here, Adam, is if the Lions lose on Sunday, first of all, not only does it feel like the season is a little bit over in one way, but Dan Campbell starts to look like every other coach that we've had. Not saying to fire him, but he starts to look like every other coach that we've had because he hasn't shown any improvement. He hasn't done anything to get this team into a playoff mindset. I mean, it's just like every other season, it feels like, if he loses this game.
Yeah, look, I love the way you phrased it. It's you become concerned. Rick hinted at it, the caller before. I would be concerned on Monday, 100%. That would be my initial reaction going into a Monday after a Lions loss would be, damn it, dude, like, everybody likes you. They love the motivational speeches. They love the way you carry yourself, yada, 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 the venti stuff. All that stuff is great. The helmet, everything. Dude, you're 1-4. You're 4-17-1. When are we going to win some football games? Like, I would be concerned as a Lions fan. I wouldn't be ready to kill him. But, yeah, I think you're right, Tyler. You would at least be concerned to the point where you're like, what makes you any different?
Right.
Exactly. It's like you just got to – it's hard to know when to cross the line. I was the one that called in the other day about the Aaron Glenn getting fired, and I think that's another tough decision with, when do you cross the line? Like, these guys are fun. These guys are awesome to watch. But, like, when is it time to deliver? And we just haven't seen it yet. So that's if they lose this week too, I know he hasn't lost me as a fan, but I'm definitely kind of zoning out the rest of the year if we lose this one.
Yeah, I mean, the essential, any idea, any hope of a wild card, that's done, right? That's over with. And then it becomes, well, what are we looking at, right? Last year, I could be very honest with you. I said 3 wins. I thought that was the number, and it just so happened that not only was it 3 wins, but you got player development, right? You saw a few players take a step forward. You saw players get better. Penei Sewell developed into one of the better tackles in football. There were some positives, right? And you were going into the season, or excuse me, the offseason. You had 2 first-round picks. You kind of have a similar situation now, but the reality is, let's say it's a 5-win team this year. Well, that's 8 wins through 2 years.
Yeah.
And the amount of pressure going into a 3rd year, I'm sorry. I'm just of the belief it doesn't take more than 2 to 3 years to turn it around in the NFL, regardless of how bad the situation may be. If you're good enough, you can do it. And Tyler, you brought up Aaron Glenn. If he gives up 30-plus to the Patriots, I might not be able to sleep that night.
I couldn't sleep the other night. I was at that game. Oh, man, was that brutal to watch.
Dude, well, look, we appreciate you calling in, man. Well done.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep,
Talk to you later.
Yep. Man, that's kind of where I'm at. Where Tyler's at is where I'm at. Not going to pull out the axe and chop Dan Campbell's head. I'm not going to come up here on Monday and call him a buffoon. I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, he's no better than this guy, no better than that guy. We're not going to do that. But I agree with Tyler. Switch on the concern button. Or if it's a level meter, turn it up a few knots. I'm more concerned now than I was going into the year. And I was concerned with the timeout before half, and I was concerned with the onside kick. And I was concerned with clock management against Minnesota. I was concerned with the play calling. And then somehow, someway, you get belted for 48 against Seattle with a full week of preparation. Can't lose this game. Really can't. I don't want to have to come in Monday and raise my concern meter. I don't want to have to do that. I want your head coach to succeed. Hell, I want your football team to succeed.
You got to win on the road eventually.
To be winless on the road through 23 games into your NFL career?
It's not a...
And it doesn't get any easier from here.
No, it doesn't.
This part of the schedule was the easiest part.
It's supposed to be. 3 out of
and
the first 4 games.
And now it gets very difficult with Green Bay, with Miami, with Buffalo, with Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm. Schedule looks a little different, doesn't it? Those Jets and Giants games everyone is picking as wins, they don't look too bad right now. So
let's go to my favorite person in the Woodward Sports chat, Corey Mueller. So funny. I love how media and many fans think rebuilds take 1 year and 4 games, especially after we all agreed our talent and depth was gutted. One time we talk constructively, talk about a build.
I just want to see a stop. Can we see some flashes? That's all I'm asking.
Corey, let me help you out with something, buddy. Let's go to... what situation do we want to use? Let's go to the Rams and Jeff Fisher. The Rams had 10 straight losing seasons before Sean McVay was hired. Sean McVay walks in and boom! Winners.
Use the Giants. Use Dable.
You go to the Dable.
Joe Judge was a disaster.
I don't think they're good, though. But I don't think the Giants are good.
But, Adam, they're
I understand. I agree with you.
3-2.
But my problem is a year and 4 games is more than enough time to have an identity and start winning some games. I'm not asking for much. I'm asking for 7. You're on pace for 4. You're underperforming right now. That's the reality. And you lose on Sunday, boy, you're making it a lot harder. You can look at Buffalo. I used their example the other day. First year with McDermott, 9-7. Second year with McDermott, they draft Josh Allen in that offseason. They go 6-10 his rookie year. And the second year after that with Josh Allen, boom, 10 wins. Boom, 13 wins. Boom, 11 wins. Divisional rounds, playoff wins. Welcome to the NFL. Welcome to the NFL.
Yeah.
Now, look, are the Lions a complete team? No, they're not. But you go look around the league. How many teams are really complete? It's the contenders. This should be a 7 to 8 win football team. And right now, they're on pace to win 4. Whether you like it or not. And you can't tell me that Atlanta or Seattle or some of these teams that have either beaten you or have better records than you should have a better record than you do. And that they have a more talented defense than you do, because they don't. Coaching right now is letting you down. That is a fact. Now, Could we all agree you want more talent? Yeah, absolutely. That's not even a question. The reality is, I would even hold this same argument with Jim Caldwell and Matt Patricia. Hey, Caldwell, you took over a very damn good, well-built team from Jim Schwartz. You peaked year one, and then you threw away the rest of the 3 years, to the point where Calvin didn't want to play anymore. Patricia, you come in, a 9-win football team with good coaching. They should take the next step. What do? You bring in awful coaching and you bring in an awful attitude. Everything falls apart. Dan Campbell, year one, brings in the right culture, brings in the right attitude, getting players to buy in. Brad Holmes making moves, bringing in players in free agency, addressing players in the draft. Cool. Going into the season, we all agreed they would be a pain in the ass to play against. And what do we get? We get a team that is unbelievable, right? Historic on offense at the moment.
Pain in the ass to play offensively. Defensively, it's...
Can't get off the field on defense.
They're slicing butter.
And don't help themselves with coaching decisions anywhere. Anyway.
And that's the whole point. Like, I see two teams in New York, and I'm not trying to compare the rosters directly, but that are in somewhat similar situations. I have the Giants, who are 3-1. I get they have a better defense. I'm not arguing the roster, but just look at the context. Dable's first year, they're 2-0.
Their best player is missing too.
But they
put context on that defense.
Okay, good point. 3-1. 1 win on the road. The Jets 2-2, 2 wins on the road with Joe Flacco. Like that's where I'm going. And the Jets have one of the youngest rosters, so that's all I'm asking.
Let's go around the league. Let's go around the league.
That's all I'm asking.
I'm gonna name you teams. You tell me, Jeff. Are the Lions? Are you more confident in their roster and coaching staff combined?
Yeah.
Than these teams?
Okay, let's
Miami.
Do it. No.
Okay, I would agree. Buffalo.
No.
I would agree. The Jets.
I would say yes. Yeah, not right now, but yeah, I guess they should. Offensively, more talent.
I think the Lions are better than the Jets.
Offensively, more talent. Defensively, they should be better. But you're right. Yeah, I probably
the Patriots. Yes.
Coaching.
I understand coaching.
But the roster. Well, if we go roster, you're right. Not defensively,
so
but
there's
offensively.
Two teams.
Yeah,
the Browns. I think the Browns are a well-built team.
Yeah, they are.
Bengals, same. Ravens, same. The Steelers, no T.J. Watt. I gotta give the Lions the edge. You put T.J. Watt back in there, I'm giving it to the Steelers.
I'm with you.
The Colts. I don't know how the Colts are 2-1.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
But their defense is it's insane.
The Jaguars. Titans. We agree, Titans.
Yeah, Titans.
Texans, you would take the Lions, right? The Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos, the Raiders, you would take all those teams over the Lions. Right now, roster-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Philly, you would take. Dallas, you would take. You said the Giants, you would take them?
Yeah. As a more complete team?
I can't. I can't go there. I do think the Lions are better than the New York Giants.
It's
the
pretty
Lions
close.
have put up double the amount of points.
Yeah. Oh, offensively,
but
it's not
given up double the amount, and that's coaching, man.
Offensively, they're better than the Giants.
Talent.
Defensively, they haven't been playing as good as the
Commanders, you're better than the Commanders.
Yes,
you beat them.
Yeah.
Minnesota, Green Bay, they're better than you. Chicago have a minus 13-point differential and somehow have 2 wins.
They can't even pass the ball, and they have 2 wins. I mean, it's...
Tampa, better than you. Atlanta, I would argue the Lions. Carolina, I would argue the Lions. The Saints, I would argue the Lions. There's so many teams I think the Lions have a better roster than overall.
Right.
Now, are you missing a lot on defense? Is it not ideal on defense? Yeah, we can go there. We can have that conversation. But we're not going to sit here and talk about being, 21 games in, going into your 22nd game as the Lions head coach. And you tell me, well, we don't have enough. When do you compensate for it? When do you overcompensate? The Patriots made the playoffs. Hell, forget the playoffs last year. They won 7 games. 7 games with nobody. Well, Adam's the greatest coach of all time. Okay. The point, coaching. When are you going to take your team to the next level? That's what we have not seen from any coach ever in Detroit Lions history. Who has ever walked in and took their team from a B to a B plus A minus? Who took their team from a C to a C plus B minus B? Never. Dan Campbell, his roster, what would you give it? A C? C plus?
Yeah.
He's got to have them playing at a B minus B level. Now, he's got them playing at an A level on offense and an F on defense. So they're not getting any better.
Right. Kind of evens out.
That's the frustrating part.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, the Lions aren't, like we talked about, offensively, they're right now the best in the league, but defensively, they're last. So they're getting held back by their defense. They need more talent. That's the bottom line.
Well, look, we got callers on. We got callers on. Let's go to the people in just a few minutes. We'll get back top of the hour. We'll take your calls. We'll continue the conversation. We'll preview the Lions and the New England Patriots game. Should be fun. But before we go, I got to tell you about Planet Fitness. Right now, you can sign up for as little as $1 down for $10 a month from now till October 14th. So if you act fast, you can join in club or at planetfitness.com. Woodward Sports will be broadcasting live from Planet Fitness on Ryan Road in Sterling Heights all day on Wednesday, October 26th. Win prizes like Michigan State tickets, 1 free year of a black membership, a signed McCarty, and a signed Braylon Edwards jersey. We'll see you guys in just a bit.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Jeff Iafrate here. I'm going to tell you about our friends at Alta because, guys, at Alta, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. You have a big project coming up? Well, Alta Rent has you covered. Call them today, 844-GO-TO-ALTA. That's 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Ooh, top of the hour. I like the music choice, Fish. Well done. Music choice is on point.
Are you allowing Fish to unmute his mic?
He's not allowed to talk, no, but I'm giving him a compliment. This is a call I have been dreading to take, but I have to face the music. Jesse, you're on the Morning Woodward Show.
Jesse!
Go for it, buddy.
My man. No one does it better than you guys in the morning. I love you guys. You guys are really good.
Appreciate it.
Jesse, you're the GOAT.
Second, the Lions, if they fucking lose to Matt Patricia, that would be the worst. Well, let me ask you this. What would be worse? Us losing to him or the Eagles carrying off Jim Schwartz when they beat us? I'm thinking this is worse.
Yeah.
Because at least Jim Schwartz thing was like, okay, whatever. Some fans liked him. Everybody hated Patricia. Every single person hated Patricia. So I think it would be worse. And second, Adam, college football, man.
I know.
Tell him to take off his shirt.
Yep, Fish told you, got to take the shirt off. We got to see if you actually did it.
Where is it? I can't see that.
It's growing back. I'm good for it next week, I promise.
Sure. I'll believe that when I see it.
Get him, Jesse!
Second, let's go. Adam, we have to do it. The Catholics versus the Mormons in Vegas. By the way, who the hell does that put the Catholics and the Mormons in fucking Vegas? That's
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But, yeah, that's what I think. I just think the Lions, I mean, I'm not going to give up on Dan Campbell just yet. I mean, if they lose this week, you're right. Aaron Glenn's got to go. I mean, that's the one that's going to, I mean, Dan's going to be like, hey, man, I'm just throwing you out of the woodshed. You're going to have to take the bullet. See you later.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough because then you become really concerned with Dan, and you don't want to have to do that 22 games, but it's also 22 games into his coaching tenure here in Detroit. So, you know, if not now, when, right?
I get it 100%. And let's also think, though, I think both things can be true. The coaching is bad. We all can agree on that. But the talent on defense isn't good either. I think both things can be true on that where, okay, yeah, Aiden Hutchinson, he's getting double-teamed. I get it. But the other guys have to step up. And two, I mean, let's be honest. Charles Harris is a nobody. He hasn't shown up at all after the cash that we gave him. I mean, you're going to have to get younger guys in there, and Brad Holmes knows that. I trust Brad Holmes more to make those decisions more than probably anybody in this Lions organization in the last. I'm 32, so my whole life. So, that's
well, look,
my thoughts on it.
Jesse, I'll be honest. As much as I would agree and say the talent isn't there, well, it was there against Washington, and it was there for the most part all game against Minnesota.
Yeah, but Washington's
right?
Washington's terrible, though.
I know. And even Minnesota, though, right? I know you lose Tracy Walker during that game, but they held their own.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's really just the fact that they gave up 48 against Seattle, which is why we're even having this conversation.
At home.
100%. And, hey, you know who I looked last night after last night's game? I'm looking around going, hey, being a Lions fan isn't too bad because you know what? Denver.
My God, Super Bowl aspirations to
And you
what
look
the hell is
you
that?
look like that. Yeah.
I
And by the
appreciate
way,
it, man.
I'm with you. Melvin Gordon can kick rocks. He screwed one of my biggest parlay, so he can F off. F off. Have a good day, guys.
I love
Appreciate
it,
you,
Jesse. You're
Jesse.
welcome back anytime, buddy. Well done. Let's go to
Thanks,
Steve out in Southfield. Steve, you're on the morning show. Let's envision this awful, awful scenario. The Patriots win on Sunday. Matt Patricia is carried off the field. Your thoughts, your feelings as a Lions fan.
Yeah, that would be probably like the most SOL thing you could think of, depending on how they lose the game. Like you said, I'm not going to say fire the guy, but we'll have to see and watch how the game goes for sure. But, man, like, if you get outcoached by Matt Patricia, man, like, that'll be the lowest of the lows, man. Like, and we're still paying the guy. That's the other thing nobody's talking about.
Right.
We fired him before his contract ended. He's going to beat us, and we pay him a check
and get a bag.
Dude, like,
it is.
Man, that can't get any worse than that.
No, no, it can't.
Are you with me with, hey, you know what? Even if they lose on Sunday, the concern level goes up a bit, but it's not I'm ready to kill this head coach. It's I'm looking at Aaron Glenn. Is that where we're at, or do you think it's something else?
Yeah, obviously everybody's going to be looking at Aaron Glenn team like very, very closely. Like how much are you going to be blitzing this game? Like the Patriots only average 18 points a game. For you to win this game, all you got to do is force 3 to 4 punts. That's it. Force 3 to 4 punts. Our offense is going to score, but don't blitz all the time, man. Last time with Patricia, it was bend, don't break.
Yep.
Aaron Glenn is blitz. It's like Don Brown blitzing 80% of the time with Michigan. You got to find a balance with these schemes.
Yeah, we'll see. They did say they're going to simplify it going into the week. I'm very curious what it looks like, how it performs. Look, the reality is, I think we're misunderstanding the frustration of a fan base, and I'll admit I'm very frustrated at the moment. But the reason isn't just, hey, the defense isn't doing its job. It's you didn't even force a punt against Seattle. You blew coverage out of a timeout against Minnesota. You blew coverage out of a timeout against Philly twice. Like, where is this doesn't happen anywhere else except Detroit for some reason, and that is the infuriating part. You score 45, you got to win those games. Moving on to this week, like you said, the Patriots are scoring 18 a game. You would believe the Lions are a shoo-in for 20 easily, but let's not take the offense and what Ben Johnson and Jared Goff have been doing for granted. Can they keep it up? I don't think it's sustainable. And you're going to go another week now without St. Brown and potentially, without Swift and potentially St. Brown. So I would be concerned there, Steve.
Yeah, you make a good point there for sure. The offense, we got to wait and not wait and see, but we'll see if they can keep it up for sure. There's going to be some setbacks, during the season. So, like you said, we'll just have to wait and see how this game turns out, and we'll.
Fair enough, man. We appreciate the call. Did a hell of a job, but you're more than welcome anytime, Steve.
Always.
Appreciate it.
No problem, man. Appreciate you guys.
Yep. Oh, man. We got Micro Mike in about 5 minutes, so we'll take one more call. We'll go to Eric, and then we'll resume calls a little later on. Eric, you're on the morning show. How would it feel to lose to the New England Patriots and Matt Patricia?
I'm in agreement with you. I think Aaron Glenn can not be on the plane on the ride home. He can take whatever he drives or whatever home. But I want to call to say the Lions really, they should be blowing teams out with how their offense is playing right now, and they're not. And secondly, at what point do these players start not buying in Dan Campbell, and then we're starting talking about a rebuild all over again because these players want to leave town, they don't want to play there, and then we're having this conversation again,
Yeah, I want to avoid it. I really do. I do think the Lions have a chance on Sunday. The offense is going to be a big reason why I'm going to sway in one direction or the other later on the show. But the reality is, 1-4 going into a bye. Damn it, that is such a smack in the face.
Yeah.
Not because you thought they would win the division, not because the fans thought it would be a wild card contender, a shoe-in. No, that the fan base relatively was anywhere from 7 to 8 wins. That's not asking for much.
Yeah, minimum 2-2.
That's taking on the chin. 10 losses, 9 losses
at the bye. Yep.
The problem is you got 4 of them through 5.
Yes.
Come on.
And then it's just, you want to have something to watch. You want to come after the bye week, maybe 2-2, 2-3, with like watch these guys and be like, man, maybe we can make a run. Like you said, in the hunt.
Yep.
We're not going to be nowhere near that with 4 losses already.
I agree, man.
No, we're in the hunt for Will Anderson. That's what it's looking like.
God, they're going to need a lot of defensive players, man. They are, but I'm sorry. We can all agree. The defense, the talent on the defense isn't as good as the offense. Having said that, you added Jeff Okudah, Aiden Hutchinson,
Malcolm Rodriguez,
Deshaun Elliott, Chris Board. You added players. Now, are some of them stars? Are some of them just average players? I don't care. You added more to what you had last year, and you're healthier. Now, granted, you lost Tracy Walker. But the point, and where I'm going with this is, I don't see a lack of talent on the field. I see a lack of coaching and scheming. That's what I see. You want to pin it on Campbell or Glenn? I would lean in the Glenn direction at the moment. I'm not ready to carve out Dan Campbell just yet, but that's what I'm seeing, man.
And it's like, you talk about the scheming, right? Because Ben Johnson's getting all this credit, or a lot of the credit for this offense, because he's scheming correctly.
He's taking advantage of what the defense gives him, and that's just the reality. And he's doing it with Jared freaking Goff. And I'm not saying Jared Goff is some bum, but the reality is, if Jared Goff at his best is like the 12th or 11th best quarterback in the NFL, Jared Goff on average anywhere from 14 to 16.
Did it with practice
and
squad
he
guys
is even better than
last
both
week.
of those right now. So, Eric, we appreciate the call. Well done, man. You're welcome back anytime.
Love you guys, bro.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
All right, let's go to Isa out in Chicago. Isa, you're on the Morning Woodward Show. I hope you're not a Bears fan. I'm assuming you're a Lions fan.
Bears fan, man. What's up, Detroit? What up, though?
What up, though?
I live in Chicago. Jeff, what's up, my guy? We talked a few times.
Yes, sir.
It's a 3-year camp. Offense looks amazing. Offensive line looks amazing. That's what's helping Ben Johnson out. Our defense, listen, we're talking about a 6th-round draft pick in Malcolm Rodriguez that we're freaking excited about. Malcolm Rodriguez is a good player. Come on. He's not anything special. But we're excited because that's how depleted our talent is on defense. He said 3-year plan. Let's not go too high. Let's not go too low. Let's give him this year, and let's see what we got next year.
Fair enough. Well, look, I'm not ready to talk about next year. As much as it may be correct, I am not ready to talk about next year. I'm just not. It's 4 games in. You're going into the 5th game. We got Micro Mike around in a few minutes, so let's take a quick break. When we get back, Micro Mike will join us here on the Morning Woodward Show. Thank you to everybody watching over at woodwardsports.com and commenting in the Woodward Sports chat. We'll get to all that and so much more, but before we do, Jeff, our good friends over at Big Frog.
Guys, get a free Woodward Sports t-shirt. That's right, a free Woodward Sports t-shirt all month long at Big Frog and Novi. Just stop in, tell them we sent you, and they will print one out for you on the spot. So go to Big Frog and Novi today, get your free t-shirt, or you can visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi.
For a limited time only, all new burgers and loaded fries at Big Boy. It's not a Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such a tease. Guess what else is new? The bacon blue. How about upgrading those fries? Chili cheese fries, baked potato fries, nacho fries. What will it be? Satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the 3 biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-FIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
So, oh man, you guys, if only you could see what happens during the break.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Welcome back to everybody watching over at WoodwardSports.com. Thank you to everybody
I've
joining
really
us
been
this morning.
tempted of one of these breaks just to leave the mics on to see what happens.
You know, Fish, if you do that, I think we're out of business. So
Yeah.
how about we not?
Yeah, definitely.
How about we not? We are joined by a very good friend of the show, Mike.
Mike!
Good morning, buddy. How you doing?
Doing really good. I hope everybody is having a great morning. Can't wait to be on here with a Woodward shirt. Waiting on that one, Adam.
I got you, baby.
You gotta hook my boy up.
I got you. I
Let's
got
do
the
it.
size. Everything in production. What's new, man? Look, the reality is it's a 1-3 football team. Coaching is really letting down, I would say, the team more so than talent on the defensive side of the ball. But my question to you, Mike, is how would you feel? And I just spent a good 15, 20 minutes talking to the people, and it was pretty, consensus. How would you feel if the Patriots beat the Lions on Sunday? Matt Patricia
I'd feel
carried
demoralized
off the field.
Oh, first off, you can't carry Matt Patricia off the field, guys. This ain't Jim Schwartz here. This guy is much heavier. It will be ripping people's shoulders out of places, and they don't want to injure their players more than it's already occurred. But for the Lions to lose, it would be extremely demoralizing. Just like every other fan out there, I had this game circled, getting revenge on Matt Patricia, how he destroyed this team, getting rid of our players such as Quandre Diggs, who we loved, or Darius Slay, Glover Quinn. Really need to win this game, and then going into the bye week 1 and 4 would absolutely suck as well.
Mike, I want to ask you, too, about this defense. I mean, you're potentially, we'll see Mac Jones is limited in practice. We don't know his availability.
He won't be playing. I doubt
you
it.
don't expect him to. So let's go with Bailey Zapp. We'll go with that narrative. What are your expectations, man, for this defense? I mean, Dan Campbell hasn't won on the road yet in his career as a head coach. You're going to Gillette Stadium. What's the confidence level as a Lions fan for their chances to come out of Gillette with a victory with this defense?
With this defense, the confidence level is really low right now. Last week, we could not make one single stop. That's unacceptable here. And if you look at what the Patriots do well, they run the football well. 11th rank in the NFL. The Detroit Lions have a really hard time stopping the run. And of course, if you're going to have a Bailey Zappi, a rookie, guess what they're going to do? They're going to run the football quite a bit. For the Lions, they got to make some changes regarding the defensive line. Demetrius Taylor is going to get some time on the defensive line, maybe put Brockers on the sideline because he hasn't really done anything. We got to be able to stop the run and force them to pass, and I just don't know if that's going to occur on Sunday.
Well, look, Mike, I think one of the things we're going to look for is we always talk about time at possession, winning the turnover battle, controlling the clock. New England is going to want to play a very similar game. They're going to want to run the ball 30, 32, 35, 38 times. What do you need to see out of this offense from the Lions? Because if I was to be honest with you, for every throw Bailey Zappi makes, I expect Jared Goff to make 2.5 throws. I think the game plan will be totally different, and whether or not St. Brown plays, it doesn't look promising. But the reality is this game is going to be won at the line of scrimmage between the offensive and defensive lines of both teams.
Well, when it goes to the defense for the New England Patriots, they're not that good stopping the run. Ranked 26, and the Detroit Lions are top 5 running the football. So just like last week, I think the Detroit Lions should run the football and then kill them with play action. My expectations for offense is to continue the way it's been, an absolute juggernaut. Do I expect them to put up 40-some points? No, but is 25 points out of the realm of possibility? Absolutely not. I think the Lions offense can continue to do great things here, regardless who's in at wide receiver. Josh Reynolds last week stepped up. TJ Hawkinson stepped up. Tom Kennedy stepped up. I think the Lions offense will continue to thrive, run and the pass. Even though Patriots good at the pass, the Lions are just the best offense in the NFL. Jared Goff's done a really good job. Not concerned at all. Lions offense, it's all on the defense here.
Mike, we talk about this defensive line and the lack thereof of the pressure they've been getting the last couple of games. They look good against Washington, but every defensive line looks good against Washington. So your opinion, you're facing the Patriots, a very good offensive line. What are some things you're looking to see out of this defensive line, Charles Harris, specifically Aiden Hutchinson, to get some success this week, getting after Bailey Zappe?
Get any sort of pressure somehow without blitzing every single time. I think if Aiden Hutchinson can get some singles, he could get some pressure. There is concern what's going on with Aiden Hutchinson here. But how about get Austin Bryant involved? I'm shocked with the amount of lack of touches he's getting as a defensive player. Julian Okwara hasn't really done a whole lot. Charles Harris hasn't done a whole lot. Give Austin Bryant some time on the defensive line. I would like to see that. And in the interior as well has just done absolutely nothing. Again, Demetrius Taylor over Michael Brockers. I would like to see that. Brockers has been completely gone. He's a ghost. We need to get this whole defensive line shooken up here at this point, because what happened last week, and let's be honest here, in the Minnesota game, is absolutely unacceptable.
Look, you're going to want to see more stunts from the defensive front, right? But the reality is, you drafted somebody number 2 overall for a reason, to be a game changer. Now, he was a rookie, right? You expected it in spurts, inconsistencies. He's a rookie, yada, yada, yada. But Aiden Hutchinson, I have him circled on my board this weekend. No excuse. And I'm not saying go out and get 2-3 sacks. I'm not even asking for a sack. Keep containment. Support the run defense. And please, for the love of God, when you get pressure on the quarterback, finish. Don't over-pursue. Don't go inside and give him a lane out. Don't give them an easy way out. Stop being so damn greedy. Contain your edge. Stop over-pursuing on play action, for God's sake. Fair?
And no late
hits. Absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. There's no excuses. The over-pursuing is absolutely ridiculous. It's on every single play. It is occurring. At some point, you got to stop that. That is something that reoccurs. Coach that into him. Stop over-pursuing. We're going to keep getting bootlegs on us every single time if this occurs. We're going to have the quarterback simply step up in the pocket, negate what we're doing on the defensive line. It's ridiculous. I don't want to see it. And it's not just on AI, it's on everybody. This whole defensive line is over pursuing. We got to make a change. Something's got to happen in this game.
Mike, no DeAndre Swift this week. Most likely no Amon-Ra St. Brown. I know last week it was the TJ Hockenson breakout game. Who's the guy for you, the X factor out of this receiving core that needs to step up? Is it TJ again, or is it a guy like Josh Reynolds or DJ Chark?
I'm going to have to go with Josh Reynolds here. He's had a good combination with Jared Goff ever since he came here last year from the Titans, and he showed up big as well again last week. The play action in him has done a pretty good job, and I think if the Lions continue to run the football, they got to exploit that play action. He's finding ways to get open, get him the football, and obviously you can go TJ Hockenson, no doubt about it. I think they're going to try to lock him down, the Patriots here, but I think Josh Reynolds could have a big game for the Lions.
All right, well, look, Swift likely out on Sunday. St. Brown, we're still not sure. We'll learn more later today.
Trending towards out.
He didn't practice for the 5th straight practice as of yesterday. So my question to you, Mike, is, are you going to be able to move the ball downfield, especially if the Patriots stack the box? Because if I'm the Lions or I'm the Patriots, I have one of two things that I'm thinking of. How do we stop the run? And how do we get off the field on 3rd down? That's it. And if we can do that, there's a good chance we win this game. That applies to both teams. Jared Goff, I trust him more than the rookie Bailey Zappe. So at this point, I can really honestly tell you, Mike, the Lions have a better chance if this game is run the ball, throw the ball. Run the ball, throw the ball. If it becomes that cat and mouse game, I'm really liking the Lions' chances here.
Yeah, definitely. Look, the offense, the Lions' advantage big time. Amon-Ra St. Brown's probably not going to play. Swift is not going to play. Oh, well, that's what the whole depth is for. That's why you got Jamal Williams. It's why you got Craig Reynolds, Justin Jackson. It's why you have Tom Kennedy added to this roster and being the third down machine that he was last week, and being the third down machine ever since he's been a Detroit Lion in preseason as his Hall of Fame preseason continues. The Lions offense is going to hum. I'm not worried about that. It's what are they going to do in the secondary? Who is Ermanni Awarrior going to start? Is he still going to get burned every single play? What's going to happen at the safety? Is Kirby Joseph going to step up? I have no worries at all on this offense. All the worries go straight to the defense. The Lions on paper, if you look at this offense versus offense, like, yeah, we could win this game. But how many times have we said that and the defense absolutely throw up and puke all over their feet? Just happened again. So it is what it is. We'll see what happens on Sunday.
Mike, finally, I got to ask for your score prediction. What do you got? Lions travel to Gillette Stadium to take on the Patriots. What's your final score prediction? How do you see it playing out?
Oh, my God. My heart is saying Lions win. I want to go with my heart so bad. I really need this victory. I hate Matt Patricia with all the words that can come out of my mouth. It was definitely would be beep, beep, F this. This guy sucks. But my brain is telling me the Patriots win. 1-3. It don't seem like a Patriots can go to 1-4. Their defense is pretty good, and it's Bill Belichick out there with scheming. I have the Patriots winning, unfortunately, 34-31.
I hate you, Mike. I can't do it. No,
too.
I'm sorry. Absolutely not. I'm sorry.
Mike, I agree with you.
You can't convince me. I don't care the circumstances. I don't care if you have a boo-boo. I don't care if you slept too late or you slept in. I don't care what the excuse is. This team has no goddamn reason not to win this game.
They had no reason last week.
Look, you can look at me crazy all you want. I think more of this football team than I think most of you even do. And Mike, I'm not sure where you're at. Yes, you can point out the offense being so good. But the defense is not that bad. It is not 48 bad. It is not 38, 35, whatever it is. It's not. It just isn't. It can't be. This is not how the NFL works. 31 points for the New England Patriots. I may jump off the Ambassador Bridge, Mike. I hope you're wrong.
Well, you're probably going to be jumping off the Ambassador Bridge because I feel like that they're going to be able to do that, unfortunately. Look, I hope not. I hope to God our defense shuts it down. But we've seen it a million times. What happens when you think the Lions are going to win a game? Something happens and we lose in a horrific way. Last week we lose because we could not force a single punt. Who knows what happens this week? Lions defense has got to prove it to me at this point. You have to prove it that they can make a couple of stops and be able to make quarterbacks not look like Steve Young, Brett Favre, and Aaron Rodgers all combined as one.
Mike, I love hypotheticals, so I'm going to give you a hypothetical. You're Dan Campbell. You lose this week. The Patriots score 30+. What do you do with Aaron Glenn?
Well, I'm going to do what I did with, unfortunately, Anthony Lynn. I'm not going to fire the guy, but we're going to have to come up with some different play calls. We're going to have to diminish his role a little bit. I think that would be important. If you cannot be able to slow down an offense in the New England Patriots that's not that good, you have to make a change because ultimately S rolls downhill and Dan Campbell's going to take a blame, so he's got to take control. I think you got the bye week. You have the ability to come up with some different plays defensively, come up with different assignments. I think that's what I would do.
Mike, I've never been more annoyed from you.
Oh, my God.
I haven't been more annoyed than me as well.
You can tell Mike hates it. He doesn't want to. You think he wants to pick the Patriots?
I know. Mike, I can't wait to watch you Sunday live watching the game, so look forward to it. You have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for coming on, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Appreciate it as always.
I appreciate it, guy. Yes, if you want to watch the live watch party, come find me on Lions Talk with Mike or Mike by Chat Sports. If we lose, you're going to see me very, very pissed off.
I can't wait.
Go Lions!
I selfishly can't wait.
Oh, God. All right. Well, look, we got Keys to Victory coming up in just a bit. Adam's Bets and Around the NFL at 9:40. We'll take a few more callers. The line is open, 313-552-6322. Call in with any questions you have or your score predictions for Sunday. between the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions. All that and so much more coming up. But before we go, Jeff, our good friends over at the Sports Marketing Agency.
Well, if the Lions lose to Matt Patricia, I know the place to go for you. And it's the Sports Marketing Agency because they help spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. If you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com where they'll let you know it's okay to not be okay.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Let me tell you about our friends from the Fulling Warehouse in Hamtramck because it's the home of the original football bowling game, 2 to play for $12. They have the unlimited open play, or you could pay $120 for a lane reservation for up to 10 people. $2 Mr. Beer Machine, full bar. Check it all out, fullingwarehouse.com.
9:30. 9:30 Friday. Michigan on the road to Indiana tomorrow. Ohio State on the road to East Lansing to play Michigan State. My goodness. A lot of college football on Saturday. Then we get to the Lions and Patriots on Sunday. Jeff, final score predictions, keys to victory. Let's hear it. I'm ready for it.
I'll start with my keys to victory first, and I'll give my score prediction. Keys to victory, and this is crazy I'm saying this, but you got to stop the run. You at least got to slow it down. We know what Bill Belichick's going to do. They're going to run it down your throat, and that's with all due respect. I mean, look at what they've done so far. Ramondre Stevenson, Damian Harris, they can run the ball behind that offensive line. A rookie quarterback starting. Bill Belichick's going to find ways to not allow him to lose the game. Now, if you can get pressure on him when he isn't in pass sets, that's great. You're expecting this defensive front for the Lions to get pressure. But in my opinion, there's not going to be a ton of opportunity. They're going to continue to run the ball. We'll see if Jacoby Myers plays or not. But again, for the Lions, this offense has to keep up with what they've been doing. You got to score. Because I have zero faith in this defense, even against a rookie quarterback. They haven't shown me to be able to stop. They didn't stop Geno Smith at home. So why in the hell would I assume they're going to stop Bailey Zapp on the road? I don't think it's going to happen. But offensively, we've seen this Lions team. Their only road game so far, Adam, they scored 24, I believe, against the Minnesota Vikings. They've shown that, listen, you could score 40, 30 plus. It's different on the road. It's different in Gillette Stadium, an outdoor arena, by the way. And we'll see. Michael Badgley, I believe, is making his debut. So we got a better kicker. Quotations around that. But overall, Adam, it's going to start on the ground for both teams. I think both teams have a similar game plan. Run the football behind your great offensive lines. The Lions have that advantage offensively, but I do think the Patriots defense is probably the best defense you've played so far, besides Philly. So I'm going to go with the Patriots. I think they win 24-20. I don't see the Lions offense scoring 30-plus this game on the road against this Patriots defense. We saw Aaron Rodgers last week throw a pick-6 at Lambeau, only score 27 in overtime. I'm going to give this offense, I think they take a little step back, and the defense just gives up too many points again. So I'm going to go 24-20. Patriots win on the at home against the Lions. I don't see the Patriots. Both these teams are 1-3. If I had to bank on the whole narrative, who won't go 1-4, I'm going with the Patriots.
I wish I could sit up here and disagree with you and say you're wrong.
I wish I could disagree with myself. I really do.
I will. 10-7 Lions. They're going to win.
Oh, okay.
Fish, suck a dick. Mute your mic. Having said that.
Love you, Adam.
Love you too, buddy. Having said that, I'm not going New England here.
Okay.
The narrative is lined up for a first Dan Campbell road win. The narrative, the story, everything going into the game is against the Lions. The Lions on the road, Foxborough, should lose the game, yada, yada, yada. I think you are going to see the defense play its best game of the season. I think you're going to see an offense that will struggle in Gillette. But the reality is the walk-away 2017, I'm going with the Detroit Lions. They make just enough plays. More than Bailey Zapp, more than Matt Patricia in that offense. I think they're able to contain the run better than they did last week. I think you're going to see pretty good, I wouldn't say exceptional, but pretty good secondary play. Give me the Lions winning 20-17. And I won't lie to you, Jeff. I try to keep it honest with you always. This prediction is biased. It's my first one of the year that is biased. It's because I don't want to come in here on Monday if they lose.
I get it.
I don't want to have a conversation. Yeah. I don't want to start it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to show up at Feldman on Monday. They're 1-4 going into the bye week. I just don't want to do it. And as much as you are correct, as much as you are correct about their ability to run the football, as much as you are correct about coaching and playing up to a different level, narrative, the Lions going 1-4, or the Patriots going 1-4, which one would you buy into more? I get it. And you made a lot of really good points. But I don't want to talk about this football team if they're 1-4, man. And you know what? I'm probably wrong. And to be honest with you, I can't do this, man.
I get the perspective you're coming from. You'd much rather talk about a Dan Campbell first road win at Gillette, beating Matt Patricia.
Going on the road. Let me show up at Feldman. Let me have fun with all of their staff, and talk about a 2-win football team going into the bye week. 2-3, they recovered. Yada yada yada. I can smoke. I haven't smoked since freaking Washington. All right, so I'm dying to smoke on a Monday. I can't even do that. So how about everybody? We just all kumbaya together a little bit. Go win the damn football game.
Funky.
Go win the damn football game. You're not playing an AFC contender. You're not playing one of the best teams in football. I said it before the season. I told you the Patriots would finish last in the division. Did I not?
You did.
Go win the damn game. I don't want to hear the excuses. I don't want to hear Bill Belichick. I don't want to hear Matt Patricia. I don't want to hear about their run game. I don't want to hear about Billy Zappi's mother. I don't want to hear about your mother. I don't want to hear about anybody. Go out, play the game. Coach your team up, win the football game. That's simple. Trust the offense. The defense, I believe, will have a better performance. Granted, again, you're going up against an anemic offense, very one-dimensional. They can't beat you. Devontae Parker, if you struggle against Devontae Parker, Jeff Okuda, I swear to God, I won't know what to do with myself. Go out there. I believe you are the better team. Go win the game. It's that simple. I'm tired of it's on the road. We have a one-road game. It's the Patriots, it's Bill Belichick. How about you coach up? How about you coach your team up? How about you make a few plays that you weren't supposed to make, and you go out and win a football game? Give me the Lions 20-17. Not dealing with this team 1-4 going into the bye week. It's not happening.
And we both have offense. More so the Patriots offense right now, like you said, might not have Jacoby Myers. You might not have Jonnu Smith. You have a backup quarterback starting. That's where you don't think they're going to score a lot of points. But if you look at the flip side and you look at the Lions offense, they're facing potentially the best defense they've played. And that's kind of where, you got to take a step back. I still go with my 24-20, but I get it, Adam. I mean, you want the Lions to win this game. Even on the road, you were supposed to win last week against Geno Smith. Didn't go your way. You allowed 41 points minus the pick 6. And this week you followed up. You go to Gillette. Doesn't give you a ton of confidence facing Bailey Zapp. If this was any other team in the NFL, usually a fan base would say, yeah, you go and you beat Bailey Zapp. With how our defense is playing, I don't know how anybody has confidence that even Bailey Zapp, you'll go and make him look, like a terrible quarterback. Because he just played, what do you have? He threw like 15 pass attempts last week and he had like 100 yards. So what makes you think what he's going to do against the Lions defense? It's going to be even better. So we'll see. Hopefully they step up. You'd like to see that. I'd love to have a storyline Monday. Aaron Glenn makes adjustments. The defense plays well.
2-3 going into the bye week. Probably get Dak Prescott his first game back after a bye. A full week to prep. A full week to get healthy. You'll have Swift. You'll have St. Brown back. Right. I can do the positives. We can work with it. Yeah, we can on Monday if you just go do your damn job and win. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for much.
No, you're not. You're not. Go beat Bailey Zapp, but it's harder said than done, or harder done than said.
Easier said than done.
Yeah,
that's what to say.
Easier said than done. God, it's just
God,
Lions
it's all right.
defense got me.
It's all right. Look, let's get Scott's predictions. Scott, you're on the Morning Woodward Show. Give me your score prediction. Lions, Patriots. Go for it, buddy.
I want the Lions to, give them the L out there in New England just so he has to eat that bag of money just a little bit with a bitter taste in his mouth. But
rough reality is I think Patriots are gonna win 42-37.
My God. I hope you're wrong, Scott, because Monday I will probably set fire to the studio. So let's
I hope I'm wrong too, man. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, look, appreciate you calling in. Well done. Welcome back anytime, Scott. Well done, man.
Have a great day, Adam.
You too, buddy.
Jeff.
You too, buddy. I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah, let's go to break. When we get back, I'll give you guys my 5 best bets of the weekend. I'm excited for that updated record. Feeling good.
What's your record?
12 and 8. 12 and 8 through 4
Fish,
weeks.
what do you think about that? Is it trash?
I mean, it's 4 games above 500, so...
Hey, 10 and 7 is only 3 games above 500.
Look, let me say this. When you tout yourself as the betting master, right? These are not my words, these are your words.
And we'll be back with a commercial
that.
break. But before we do, I have to tell you about our good friends over at Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Lady Jane's, get to any Lady Jane's near you. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Their awesome stylists will take care of you like they take care of me. Come to Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut experience. And remember, it's your last month to register to win the car of your dreams from Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
To buy or sell your home, whether you're a player or a fan, helping you buy, sell, or invest is Michael Phillips' top priority. Being in the game for over 23 years makes Mike the #1 option for anybody. And if you have real estate needs, call 1-800, or excuse me, Adam. If you have real estate needs, call Michael Phillips at 313-403-0011. That's 313-403-0011. All right. We're back here on the Morning Woodward Show. We'll go to our best bets. 12 and 8 on the season. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with 4 games over. I'd like to get 7, 8 games cleared. The sooner the better. We're looking for a 4-1 or a 5-0 weekend this week. So we'll start. Jeff, you know I'm a big fan of the spread. I just don't see something playing out a certain way. The Steelers are 14-point underdogs. 14-point underdogs to the Buffalo Bills. I don't see it.
Yeah,
Give me the Steelers and the 14 points. I get to start the game up 14. Give me it every single day of the week.
Kenny Pickett's first start?
I love it. Kenny Pickett's first start. Give me the Steelers.
To cover
the points, 14.
I like it.
We'll move to a divisional matchup in the NFC North, the Vikings versus the Bears. Give me the Vikings to cover the spread.
What is it currently?
7.5.
Oh, they'll cover.
I believe they'll win by more than a touchdown. The Bears have no offense. It's on the road at Minnesota. Expect Justin Fields to probably have his worst career game, even though he's had many of them so far. Having said that, give me the Vikings to cover the points, 7.5. We'll go to the upset of the weekend. Jets, Jets. Hosting the Miami Dolphins, Teddy Bridgewater, the starting quarterback for the Dolphins. Give me the Jets on the upset, plus 146. I love it. Give me the home underdog. You guys know I'm a big fan of it. I've done it every week, and it's won every single week. Give me the Jets, home underdogs, against the Miami Dolphins. I don't think Teddy Bridgewater will be able to unlock the offense like Tua did with all the throws downfield to Tyreek Hill, etc. I'm liking the Jets here to win a close game. I'm liking the Jets to win a close game. We gotta bet on the Lions, Jeff. Gotta bet on the Lions.
Because that's been going so well for you.
I am smashing the under 45.5. 24-20, 2017, whatever you think the
Still
score
under.
is, I'm going under 45.5. The Patriots, the Lions, both will love to run the football. By the time both teams have had a possession, the first quarter will probably be over, and it'll still be 0-0. That's the reality. Both teams want to run the ball. They want to milk the clock. They want to play field position. It'll be a very, very interesting game. That'll be my fourth bet. And then the final bet of the weekend. The absolute lock of the weekend. Cooper Rush and the Dallas Cowboys visiting the Los Angeles Rams and their anemic, pathetic offensive line and their offense. The Cowboys have the pass rush.
They're going to terrorize
They
Matt.
have the secondary players.
Yep.
And the absolute free bet of the weekend is the over at 43.5. 43.5. Give me the over. It's less than the Lions-Patriots game. I think they're 3 points off on this game. If it was 46.5, I would have stayed away from it. I love the number at 43.5. Give me the Rams-Cowboys over 43.5 as my ultra lock of the weekend in the NFL.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it either. I love it.
We'll see if that Rams offense looked against the 49ers. We'll see if they're going to bounce back.
I love it.
I'm terrified.
Love it. So to
for
recap,
Matt.
take the Steelers and the points with plus 14. Give me Minnesota minus 7.5. Give me the Jets on the money line. Give me the Patriots and Lions under. And give me the Rams Cowboys over at 43.5. I love it. I'm thinking it's a 5-0 weekend, boys. I really do.
That put you at what, 17-8?
That would put me at 17-8. Yep. I'm feeling really, really, really damn good about these numbers. I really am.
Out of all those bets, what's the one that you're the most nervous about?
The one I'm most nervous about, the Steelers at the Bills.
Yeah.
But I get 2 touchdowns. I mean, I would be stupid not to take it, right?
That's a lot.
So that's really where I'm going at. Definitely that game. $10 pays out $331. $100 pays out $3,000 in a parlay. So take that for what you will, guys. Those are the 5 bets of the weekend. Jeff, let's go around the NFL. We talked about Minnesota, Chicago. Who you got winning that game?
Oh, Minnesota. No
Easily?
question. Yeah,
We
I've been
both agree?
seeing. Yeah, Chicago's offense is abysmal.
Jacksonville home to Houston. Who wins?
I'm going to go with Jacksonville here.
I agree.
That's a bounce back performance for them. Losing last week to Philly. Give me Jacksonville.
Atlanta at the Buccaneers. Get right game for the Buccaneers?
Mm-hmm.
I
No
would take
question.
it. I
No
would
question.
take
That defense and how they performed last week, they're going to absolutely terrorize Marcus Mariota. So give me
I
the
like it.
Buccaneers.
I like
And
it.
they got receivers back.
Chargers at the Browns. Who do you got? Chargers, the slight favorites.
Yeah, I'm probably going to lean Chargers here. I think, even with the offensive line, how terrible it looks, Myles Garrett plays, I think it'll be a close game, but I'm going to go with the Chargers. I think they need this win more than the Browns do currently. So,
All right, Niners at Carolina. I think we both agree Niners, their
Yeah.
defense is going to maul Baker Mayfield.
Baker's
He
gonna be seeing
sucks, by
ghosts.
the way. So, Matt,
Stinks.
all of you, Ryan, all of you that said, Baker to Detroit. We need a backup quarterback. Shut the hell up.
yeah, Baker's, not even on the
Cincinnati
field.
at Baltimore. Who do you got?
This one's probably the game of the week for me.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm excited. This is one of my favorite matchups. I'm going to go Cincinnati in this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not think we would agree on this.
I'm gonna go Cincinnati.
I agree 100%.
Yeah,
I'm going Cincinnati on the road, plus 152. I like them. I think Joe Burrow's going to have a game.
Me too.
Lamar, that team, they're finding ways to lose right now.
And I've said this too. They're too Lamar dependent, and we'll see how that catches up to them. I'm going to go Cincinnati in this situation here.
I love it.
Divisional game.
Let's go to the Woodward Sports Chat mailbag coming up in just a bit. But before we go and get to all of you in the chat, Jeff, tell us about our good friends over at Cintron.
Guys, Cintron is the official energy drink of the Detroit Red Wings, and Cintron has combined 3 of their delicious flavors into a limited edition 6-pack sampler box, which you can see if you're watching on woodwardsports.com. They have the original, the cranberry, the sugar-free, all these flavors. You can get them. Pre-order your Cintron 6-pack sampler box today at cintronworld.com/Red Wings. Get energized with Cintron.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the Odds Trader Bet Tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to Odds Trader, and best of luck.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
All right, we are back here on the Morning Woodward Show. Let's take a call from Abe. Abe, you're on the morning show. Nobody cares about your Mets, and nobody cares about your Giants, who will likely lose to the Packers. So what do you want?
You know damn well I'm a Jets fan. You ever call me a Giants fan again, that disrespect is going to get your face slapped. I swear to God. That's going to be your downfall of everything.
This was
You call me a Giant.
I was hoping for.
Of all dumb things you say, that's going to be your downfall, is you getting bitch slapped by me.
That'll get me arraigned. I have the Jets winning this weekend. What'd you think?
So I love it. I love that you're finally on board with me. But as you know, as Lions fans, you know pain like I do as a Jets fan. And I know all the narrative is there for the Jets to win this game. Everything is there, and that's why they're going to lose by 14. It's just how it works in our lives. I'm prepared for it. Everything is saying, "Oh, backup quarterback, awesome. We're gonna, Teddy can't move, and we're gonna stop Tyreek with Sauce Gardner. All this great stuff, and we're gonna lose like 31-11. That's just the way our life works. I'm prepared for it."
Well, don't ever compare the Jets to the Lions again. And being a fan, because you have witnessed 2 AFC championships. So do me a favor, Abe, and shut the hell up.
I love you too, buddy.
Love you too,
On
buddy.
top of it, I'm rooting hard for the Lions this week because as a Jets fan, I want the Patriots to go 0-46 this season. Because I'm rooting for the Lions, I know nothing goes right for me. The Patriots are going to blow the doors off of them. It's just a fact. It's just how my life works.
Yeah, look, Abe, I had New England going into the year as the worst team in the division. I had them finishing last. I think there is an opportunity. I just do. The Lions have to take advantage of the Pats. And regarding the Jets-Dolphins game, look, it's Teddy Bridgewater, Waddle, questionable, Hill, questionable. A lot of concern there. They can't really run the ball yet all that effectively. Give me the Jets. I like it. Look, if they lose, that's your fault. I didn't jinx them. You did. Appreciate you, Abe.
Love you, buddy.
Appreciate it, buddy.
You're the man, Abe.
All right, let's go to the Woodward Sports chat. Mailbag time. How cool would it be if the game came down to a 4th and goal from the 1-yard line and Patricia calls a pass and Nakuda picks it off? Super Bowl-esque, huh?
That would be.
I called the greatest play in Super Bowl history.
That would be the opposite of that situation.
Man. Adam and Jeff, do you agree to help Aiden Hutchinson have him stand up? He loved standing up at Michigan. Not only did he have 14.5 sacks doing it, but he was just as good at reading and reacting with his head up.
This is the difference, I guess, and I actually love where Nick's going, and I tend to agree with him. I think for Aiden, you got to be able to change it up for him, make him more comfortable, because that was brought up at the presser, if I'm not mistaken. And I think the biggest thing, and Dan's explanation for it, is in that three-point stance, he's just more effective in stopping the run, which obviously they haven't been able to do that. So at this point, do it. Change it. Anything will work. I mean, he had 3 sacks in the original stance he was a part of, but that's still against the Commanders, and they're god-awful. So I'm with you, Nick. If it means him being more comfortable, then try it.
Fair enough. Jesse says, Adam, how much will you smoke if the Lions and MSU win this weekend? Second question, Jeff, how pumped are you for the UFC pay-per-view card in 2 weeks? I'll start with how much I'll smoke. I will smoke the building out. And the cherry on top?
Oh, God.
I may burn down the studio if MSU and the Lions win, plus a Michigan loss. Oh, my God. Jeff, you excited for the pay-per-view?
I am. Big cards coming up for the UFC. So I know I'm excited. A lot of people here on the network, fans of the UFC, are excited. So great things coming.
All right, mailbag fantasy question. I have Zach Ertz playing Philly in Arizona. I also have Gerald Everett against the Browns, but he has a hamstring issue. I'm just up in the air about who to start. Thoughts, please. I would lean Everett, but he's coming off a really good game. Ertz has been consistent. You can't go wrong with either one. If I were to lean one, I would go Gerald Everett. We all know Herbert in that offense. They'll have to throw the ball. He'll be a factor, especially if Keenan Allen doesn't play. Jeff and Adam, let's see what other questions we have. Jeff, when will we get more experience on our defense?
I mean, that comes with just the more reps they get. Like this Kirby Joseph's first start last week, and Malcolm Rodriguez, Aiden Hutchinson, those guys are only going to get better. So it just takes time. Although they're not experienced, they need to be put in better positions. So that goes with coaching as well. So it's a little bit of both. But in terms of experience, you got to give them more time. I mean, 4 games in, I mean, it's hard for me to say they should be experienced. I mean, it's going to take a lot of time. They got to see a lot of different things so they can adjust. Aiden's only seen 4 teams. Like, you got to give these guys more time, but I'm with you. It's going to take a little bit.
All right, mailbag in the Woodward Sports chat. Get your questions in the chat. We'll answer them. Who ages better, the vampire, Farrell, or Stick? Happy birthday, buddy. Is it Stick's birthday?
It is.
Yes, it is. You don't know anything about anyone.
Oh, happy birthday, Stick.
You disappoint me all the time.
What? How am I supposed to know it's his birthday?
You work with him. You've known him for years. You should probably know stuff about your friends just once in a while.
Stick, if you're watching, he was
Happy
just kidding.
birthday, Stick.
Yeah, Adam was kidding. He
Or
knew it was
you
your
can put him in your calendar. You don't put your peoples in your calendar?
No, I don't. I don't put anybody but work in my calendar. Not even my wife.
Okay, well,
Oh, wow.
now we know
That's
why.
a little harsh.
Now we know why.
But
won't
you
be
know
here
that
Sunday.
by, like, you know when your wife's birthday is, right?
Yeah, well,
Okay,
it's
that's
too
good.
easy. It's
Oh,
Christmas
okay.
Day, so I can't forget
yeah,
it ever.
It's a layup. It's a
Yeah,
layup.
it's a
Right? So
layup,
I'm lucky on that.
You are lucky on that. Yeah.
Mailbag, Adam and Jeff. If the Lions win this weekend, do we see a Slay tweet or IG post to take a shot at the fat man? By the way, Adam, don't take Oklahoma. Their quarterback isn't going to play. I am staying the hell away from Oklahoma. They are falling apart, man.
Yeah, it's a disaster.
They are falling apart. I agree, Jesse.
Happy
Brent Venables.
birthday to
Uh-oh.
you.
Sticks.
You guys-
Happy
Sticks here.
birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Stick. I love being short.
Wait, what?
Happy birthday.
That's a new version of it, but I love it, Fish. Thank
God
you.
bless, Fish. God
Thank you,
bless.
buddy. And we got a new Swiss read, so whenever we got to do the Swiss read, that's what I was in here for.
Nice.
I love it.
All right, let's see. Do you guys think St. Brown sits out through the bye week? I would say yes.
Yeah, me too. I mean, listen,
that looks like where it's going.
Do I want to say that? No, because I have him on my fantasy team. But the reality is, you want him 100% when he's playing. So I would say yes. I would lean that direction.
All right, how dare you disappoint Fish, Adam? I think my life is just built around disappointing Fish. Is that correct, Fish?
No, but I just think that you should know certain things about your coworkers.
Buddy, I am impossible. I have a million things going on.
Well, I know, and that's why you put them in your calendar.
I don't
put
have
them in
time to
notes
remember
or
to invite you to my
reminders.
house.
It's got a point there, Fish.
Okay, well, that's
Fair.
why you have reminders, alarms.
Adam, you didn't know it was my birthday?
I didn't. I know.
See, I told you.
I know. I'm sorry, buddy. Happy birthday.
That's why I said. That's why I said put it on your.
I know. I'm sorry.
We got more important stuff.
I know. I'm sorry.
Stick, I knew. All right, I do.
That-
I love Stick.
Oh,
man.
God.
That's why I tell you can put it on your calendar.
Calendars are important. They,
Yeah,
they do.
Fish.
They
So
help.
just Stick's birthday, and now you go, oh, it's
Yeah,
Stick's
so
birthday.
there you go. There you
You
go.
can hear what he just said.
This is a mutual relationship. God, do you expect a fast start for the Wings and or Pistons? I would say the Wings, yes. Pistons, no.
Yeah,
Fair?
there's that gelling process.
Yeah,
I'm,
I think
I'm
the
with
Wings
you.
are going to come out firing on all cylinders. Mo Sider would be my early season pick for the
Norse?
The Norse Trophy, 100%.
Ooh, okay.
That's a good
You're
bet.
going there. I
That's
like
a good
it.
bet. I'm loving it. I can't wait to talk Wings. I really can't.
Me either.
Hey, Adam, if we lose to the Patriots, should we look at the Patriots assistant coaches for possible replacements of Dan Campbell? Shut up. Shut up. We're not doing
Come
this.
on.
We're not,
You come on.
Dan, do me a favor. Win. Just win on Sunday. Don't make me go to Feldman and have to yell, swear, scream.
Those
I just
poor
want to smoke.
Feldman employees.
Give me the option to smoke. I've only gotten to smoke once this year. I'm not asking for much. Go beat New England. You have the better team. You have the better offense. I believe you have the better offensive coordinator. I believe you can put together a better defensive product than you have over the last few weeks. Figure it out. Find a way to win the football game. Come on, Dan. God. All right, what else do we have here? Who would start for AO, Lucas or Harris?
Oh, it'd be Lucas to me. I mean,
I'm going
I've seen
Lucas.
enough of Harris. I'm going to be honest with
I'm
you.
going Lucas
Harris
as well.
isn't
Give him a
terrible,
chance.
but at least Lucas, we don't know what he can be. So
I believe it.
if you're going to suck, if your defense is going to suck, get guys reps. So get Chase Lucas some reps.
Yeah, I like this comment in the chat. Adam doesn't have time for his own birthday. I'm not a fan. I get upset when I have to celebrate my birthday. I'm not going to lie. I don't like it. I don't like having to be taken out and do the stupid freaking cake.
Well, okay,
like,
how
congratulations,
how
I'm
do you
1 year
think
closer to dying.
How do you think
Great.
I felt at Lashish when I had that stupid happy birthday, it's your birthday? How do you think I felt?
Well,
I had to hold a stupid, what's that thing, that lighter thingy?
It was nice.
It was nice, but that's not me. I just celebrated my own ways, like getting up at
Fish,
2 in the
do you
morning,
eat
watching
ass?
sports and eating ice cream. No?
So I love you, Fish.
All right, fair enough. All right, that's it for today's show.
Very awkward.
You all have a great weekend.
Was that a question, or was that you that decided to ask
No,
that?
it was a question.
Oh, okay.
That was a question in the chat.
Okay.
You all
no.
have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy college football Saturday and, of course, NFL Sunday. Jeff and I will be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. for the college football Week 5 edition, or excuse me, Week 6,
Week
actually.
6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Week 6
Moving
college
along.
football edition. We'll go over Michigan, Indiana, Michigan State, Ohio State. It's going to be a great,
Alabama,
great show.
A&M.
And then on Sunday, Stick, Maz, and Jeff, you can join them on Sunday for the Detroit Lions pregame show. You all have a great weekend. I'm out of here.
Go enjoy your weekend. Football, baseball, tennis, soccer, everything and anything.